Hi, thank you, Erica. Hi, everyone. My name is André Gonçalves, and I do sales for Boutique Hotel. I will happily talk about Madeira today. Madeira is a Portuguese island located in the North Atlantic Ocean, near to the coast of Morocco. It's a 6 to 7 hours flight from Newark, and we have flights with United Airlines, not directly flights. It's a seasonal flights from May 16, 16, 26 next year. Also, I'm sure there will be other airlines doing flights to Madeira with stopover probably in Azores or in Lisbon, Portugal. So as you can see in the image here, we are just in the middle of the Atlantic, 60 miles from Lisbon and not far from the Morocco coast.
I think
Funchal,
sorry, can I just interrupt? I love this image because this really shows you where all of the Atlantic islands are, which are part of the Quest program, but why it's so great. Madeira is so great because think about the weather that you're constantly seeing in the area of Morocco. This is a place where you can go year round. This is a destination where you can sell year round because it's always a really um, pleasant temperatures. And today, Andre and you and I were talking beforehand, and I just said it's like 35 degrees here Fahrenheit. What kind of weather are you experiencing today?
well, yeah, Madeira is actually, yeah, I've traveled a lot and I've never found places with this type of weather. It's a subtropical climate. It's never too hot and it's never too cold. So our winters, we get about the lowest about 16 to 17 degrees. Today it's about 20 degrees. So during especially and Madeira, well, due to Madeira location, we have uh, different type of weather in different sides of the island. In the south, it's more sunny and more dry, while the north side of the island is more wet. It rains a bit more. And on the north side of Madeira, it's where we have our the one and only Lauri Silva forest. It's a forest with more than 20 million of years, and it's composed mainly with endemic plants. It's a rainy forest, so that's why we have some different climates in Madeira.
Yeah, just for those of you who aren't good at conversion, when he said 16 to 17 temperature, that means like it's generally around 65 degrees, which makes it just a really pleasant, mild climate, even when it's at its coldest. So, thumbs up for a year round place that you can send clients to. Thank you,
Oh,
Andre.
definitely, yeah. Thank you, Erica. Funchal is the capital, the largest city in Madeira. That's actually where our hotel is located. So Funchal has about Madeira has about 600 years of history. So here in Funchal, you will find a lot of museums, a lot of history actually. We are located just in the back of the cathedral, the main cathedral in Funchal, walking distance to the main attractions in Funchal, such as the cable cars that leads you to Monte, a lot of restaurants, the old town of Funchal. The old town is like an open air gallery. We have paintings on the walls, and you will find art everywhere. So I was saying, Boutique Hotel is located just in the back of the cathedral, as you can see here in the image. We have premium location, walking distance to the city life. The hotel has 54 rooms, divided in three type of rooms. Sorry. So we have junior suites, deluxe, and standard rooms. We have an indoor swimming pool. We have a beautiful terrace with amazing views over Funchal and the mountains. Um, so here, as you can see, some of the images of Madeira. We have a lot of churches. We have the old town. We have beautiful gardens with unique species, such as the botanical garden. It's located about 20 minutes from our hotel. And the good thing in Madeira is that it's not a big island, so you wouldn't necessarily need to rent a car to explore the island. You can easily explore.
All of the things that we're looking at here are all things they can do kind of from your hotel without having to rent a car, without having to really need even to take a taxi. They can get to the old town, they can get to some of the gardens, they could get to the most popular monuments. Tell me a little bit about this toboggan ride.
Well, yeah, toboggan ride, it's made of wicker. Wicker is one of Madeiran traditions. So it slides down the hill. So as you can see, people here pushing the toboggan car. So it's been here for more than 100 years, and it's one of the most touristic visited places. Um, so it slides down the roads, down the hill from Monte to Funchal, basically. It's very funny to do. And there is no accidents in history of the toboggan cars, so it's very safe to do.
I've heard that it kind of started because some of the people who lived up on the hill needed to get to the hospital, which was down at the bottom. So they put him in a toboggan and pushed him down the hill. Is that a true story or is that just fable?
Well, well, I believe it's true, and it's quite functional. You can get to town very quickly.
Excellent.
So, yeah. So in Madeira, so of course we have our gastronomy and our wine. We mainly do Madeira wine. We don't have very much table wine. However, we have some, but Madeira is known for the Madeira wine. It's more a liquor wine. We have different types. We have dry, we have sweet, and it's worldwide known, the Madeira wine. Actually, the independence of United States of America was toasted with Madeira wine. So we also have our espetada. It's meat, meat on a. It's kind of a barbecue meat. It's very good. We have our typical bread with garlic butter. We have here the honey cake. The honey cake, it's a rich cake. It's very expensive to do it because the ingredients are expensive. And we mainly do this cake for Christmas. Apart from that, Madeira has a touristic calendar agenda all over. So we have fe- uh, festivities all year around. The most famous are the Flower Festival. It happens on May. So Madeira is known as a floating garden. So it's full of flowers, the island. And in May we have this festival for a month, and there is a day that we do a big parade in Funchal. As you can see, the ladies here dressing with these dresses full of flowers. That's what we do. We also have the wine festival in October. We have Carnival in February, March is also important marked in Madeira. The Carnival, we celebrate it as well. And New Year's Eve, of course. Madeira is known for the fireworks shows. Actually, we are on Guinness Book for one of the best fireworks shows in the world.
So this New Year's, Quest had put together a small group, bringing them to Madeira, staying at your hotel.
Oh yeah.
And so we have a small group coming for New Year's. We hope to do that again next year as well. So for those of you out there who have clients interested, this program sells out. And frankly, this program sells out also because we get a really good rate with Group Air, which slowly goes up and up and up. So if you
Mhm.
have clients interested in New Year's Eve in Madeira, this is something that generally needs to be booked like a good 9 months in advance.
Yes.
This is kind of a last minute thing to do.
No, no, it's not. Madeira, I believe it's full already for New Year's Eve, um, since middle of the year probably. Madeira, well, the Flower Festival and New Year's Eve, you have to book it way in advance because we get full. Yeah, Madeira gets very really busy for New Year's Eve, and the atmosphere on the atmosphere for New Year's Eve is amazing. Everyone is happy. The streets are decorated with Christmas lights. We have the Christmas market. We Madeiran, we live New Year's Eve on a very intense way. We like to dress up, watch the fireworks with family, and then we go out all night. That's what we do here in Madeira. It's a one of a kind night, and I would say a lifetime experience to be able to come to Madeira to watch the fireworks. I can't even describe it. I never spend New Year's Eve elsewhere. Um, and I remember last year I was really emotional, um, because of the fireworks. Not only the colors, but also the sounds of it. It makes you feel things, and it's beautiful, and I never get tired of it.
Excellent.
So, well, yeah, this is the rooms of the hotel. They are really clean and sober colors, not the common areas. As a boutique hotel, we value art, our culture, and our tradition, and we try to bring Madeiran heritage to our concept. We have wicker, we have a lot of art pieces, from some of them from local painters. The breakfast room is green, full of art. We have the afternoon tea and art gallery. So these art pieces belongs to the hotel owner private collection, and they all displayed in our hotel.
I remember when we visited the hotel, not only was your hotel like smack dab in the middle of town, which I think is just so important, especially when we talk
Yes.
about not needing a car, but not only the local art, which I thought was cool, and you have a little shop that sells all the local products, but I remember a smell that you use diffusers through the hotel, also a locally made product, and it had this like kind of grape wine smell to it that was like not super sweet, and I've been
Yeah.
looking for that product ever since I left your hotel.
Oh, really? You should have told me. I will send it. I will send the name for you. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. Yeah.
I
Well,
love
yeah,
that
because
you really embrace being a local property and being right in the center and really kind of bringing that into your property.
oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Staying at a boutique hotel, heart of the city, um, you can explore the city by yourself, or you can get like some walking tours, food tours, or wine tasting tours, walking distance from the hotel. But I would definitely recommend to explore the island as well. While Funchal is really nice, for me, the Madeira, you will find the true Madeira outside of Funchal. You have to explore it. So we work with local partners that can pick up our guests at the hotel and leave for the day for tours and return end of the day. So that's also a possibility to one way to explore the island, of course. But we also have private transfers or private drivers to drive around the island. So yeah, you can easily uh, dislocate from one place to another in Madeira. It's not a big island though. So as you can see here, our terrace bar, we can see the cathedral tower, and of course we have privileged views to watch the fireworks on New Year's Eve. Oh, also in July, I believe, well, in June, every Saturday, during June, we have the Atlantic Festival. It's fireworks show. It's like a competition. Different countries come to Madeira to display their fireworks, and that happened just in front of our hotel on the marina. So we also have a restaurant and a beautiful indoor swimming pool. Well, yeah. So I was saying that Madeira is not only about Funchal, but also the nature that Madeira has. Lori Silva Forest. It's unique in the world. It's a forest with 20 million of years. So here on the first image, we can see Fanal, which is one of my favorite places in Madeira. Actually, we had Star Wars shooting for the last TV show here in Madeira, and they created three different worlds only in Madeira, and one of them was in Fanal. So you can see trees with weird shapes, and most of the time this place is foggy, which creates a very a mystic atmosphere. Not in this picture. This was very sunny day. So also Madeira has levadas. We call it levadas. So basically, levadas are water channels. They were built on the past because used to rain a lot on the north side of the island and not as much in the south. So they built these levada water channels to bring water from the north to the south side of the island for irrigation purpose. So we have over 3,000 kilometers of Levada walking paths that you can walk along the Levadas, the water channels. And some of them are really, really beautiful and the most scenic landscapes that you can find in Madeira. You can do jeep tours, out of road jeep tours, mountain bike. I mean, you can do all activities. And the good thing, being a small island, that if you are family of four, you can do mountains in the morning and then ocean activities in the afternoon. So you can enjoy what we have to offer on the same day without big distances.
As you're talking about all these different activities, and I think, yeah, moving from land to ocean, it's important that if you guys are on the Quest Travel website, you'll see a lot of sample itineraries that we've put on there. We create FIT packages, we book into these small group tours, so that we can give your clients kind of a preview of everything that's available to do. And we can help you customize what
Mhm.
clients are most interested, and leave some free days open if they can't decide, because as Andre just said, like, the hotel can also help you fill those moments in between. So if you know for sure that the clients want to go hiking on a Levada walk, let's book one day of a Levada walk, and then maybe they love it and so they go a second day. If you know for sure that they want to do something adventure, this is a place where you can do a lot of adventure between going on a jeep tour, or going on a canyoning and rappelling, or even I've seen some people do paragliding or mountain biking. But you can also just relax. I love this image that we have here with the natural pools. You could go swimming in the ocean in a protected area. Um, you have a couple of these around the island, right? The natural pools.
Yeah, we have a couple. Yeah, so the natural pools are located north of the island. So they are pretty much what they were created by the volcano lava, and yeah. So you can swim there. So it's very how can I say? So it's very raw. It's nature on its best, I guess. And also we have a small natural pools in Funchal, like not far from the city, for those who don't want to travel to the north side.
Do you get a lot of dolphin watching and whale watching? Do you see a lot of animals?
Yeah, we have a lot of animals. We especially dolphins. We have a lot of dolphins, whales too. So I would say 100% you will see dolphins.
Cool.
And most of the companies, if you go on a trip and you don't see dolphins, they will offer you a second trip.
Oh, wow. That's very nice. Um, there's 4 islands in the Madeira group. 2 of them are just natural islands with
Yeah.
for animals, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah, they are not habitat. So we have more like it's more birds and some like endemic plants, and yeah, so that's the smallest ones. And the other one is Porto Santo. It's a yellow sand uh, island. So it's about 2 hours and a half from Madeira by boat, by ferry. And there is like daily trips that you can go in the morning and return in the end of the day. It's the perfect place actually to relax and disconnect from the world. And the water is amazing, warm. The sand is beautiful. It's a very paradisiac island. It's the opposite from Madeira because uh, we are an island in Madeira, but we don't have beaches like yellow or paradisiac ones. As you can see in this image here, this one is with black sand. It's a volcanic sand beach. Um, we have a lot of sea access, but not beaches. But yeah,
Is there a best time or a favorite time of year to go? Or we talked about this being a year-round destination,
mhm,
or does it just depend on if you want to lie on the beach versus do an activity versus see the
mhm.
whales and the nature?
Well, yeah, I would say the best time of the year is summer, of course. But summer can get like about 30 degrees,
So
which
in
is
the
okay.
90s. Yeah.
Which is okay. But if you want to go, if you want to come out of season, I would say October, November, and beginning of December. It's nice. I live not far from a promenade where I like to go and walk in the morning, and every time that I go, I go to the sea. And it doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. The water is always warm. So yeah, I would say from March to June, and then to avoid the high season, I would probably from October to middle of December.
Excellent. Um, the next slide actually has a picture that I was going to talk about. One of the cool things about Madeira, you talked a little bit about the uh, levadas, but
Hmm.
this picture actually looks like a mountain. So Madeira has mountains. The levadas, go ahead.
Yeah, well, yeah, Madeira, it's all about mountains, yeah, and we have one of the highest points in Europe. So actually, I'm not sure, Erica, if this is Pico do Arieiro.
It
Uh,
is.
did you go for the sun rise? No,
It was more the sunset. We were towards the end
sunset.
of the day. But
Yeah,
what was really cool is that on this day, as we were descending, it was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We went through some clouds and then all of a sudden it was sprinkling. And I was pretty fascinated that if I had started the day in Funchal and it had been sprinkling and I would have been like, oh, bummer, it's raining today. As soon as I got up to this level and we were above the clouds,
yeah,
um, it was amazing. It was gorgeous. So these pictures, you have not only the levada walks, which go maybe in the forests and along the waterways, but also some more active hiking and some more active viewpoints. So you don't have to be a hiker to get up to and
no,
see
no,
beautiful viewpoints.
yeah. Well, so we have a lot of um, I'm sorry, I forgot the word, but walking paths, and they are very well maintained. So our government invests a lot of money to make them more safe to anyone that wants to do them. So and there is like levels of difficulty for this type of walkings. Um, Actually, we have our app. It's Walk Me Madeira. that you can download and have access to all the information about the length of the walking, and if it's easy one or a medium or a hard one. And The app also allows you to make a call without signal. So if you need to make a call to, of course, the authorities, not to, yeah.
Did SOS if you get
Yeah,
stuck on
SOS
a
call. Yeah, yeah.
so, when we put together packages and we customize them for your clients, if
Hmm.
you have clients that want to be active people, we can put these hikes in there. If you have clients that want to be leisure walkers, we put the Levada hikes that Andre had talked about before. Um, it's really we're able to kind of again customize these things, and on all of our packages, we pay travel agents 12% commission. So we do reward you, and we can work with you if you want to add agency fees or adjust that. Um, Now I'm going to open up the floor if anybody has some questions. We've had a couple come in, but please put in your chat if you do have any questions. Um, Andre, if someone was staying on Madeira Island, how many days do you think they need in order to really get a good feel of the destination?
Okay, that's a good question. Some of them come for 4 to 5 days, and then they are back less than 6 months, because we have a lot of people who fall in love with Madeira, and some of them they come every year. Actually, we currently have some guests that will stay with us for 2 months. So they love Madeira very much, and we have guests that they came here for to visit Madeira without really knowing what they will find, and they end up buying a house here, for example. But I would say 7 days will be okay.
Okay, so you think there's enough to keep someone busy for 7 days?
Oh, definitely, yes. Yeah.
Okay, great. Um, if someone wanted to do wine tasting or some wine tasting, do they have to go outside of Funchal to do that, or are there
No,
places in the city to do
no,
wine tasting?
no. So we have 2 or 3 wine tastings, like 2 minutes walking from us.
Excellent. And if someone wanted to do just like a leisurely Levada hike, they're not hikers, is there such thing as a flat Levada hike?
Yeah. Yes, definitely, yes. Yeah.
Um, is it still interesting scenery if I'm walking flat?
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah, there is like a few, yeah, that I know.
Okay, and are most of the Levada hikes on the south side of the island, which you said is a little more kind of like calm and lusher on the north side, or are they all over?
Yeah, they are more located. Well, I would say all over the island we have levadas, but I like more the ones located in the north side,
Excellent.
because those you walk into the heart of the forest.
Um, just looking at this last slide, and again, thank you so much for your time, and thank all of the agents. There's one thing that I don't think we talked about. Tell me about these little weird triangle houses.
Well, yeah. This is our typical houses of Madeira. Um, they are located mainly in Santana, the north side of the island. Um, so you will not find a lot of them in Madeira right now, but in Santana, in this village, yes. So they are just yeah. I mean, I they are typical houses of Madeira.
Um, there and do people still live in those houses?
No, no, they used to, not anymore. No.
Someone had a question about the flower show, which you said is in May. Is that something like New Year's Eve that books up a year in advance, or is there still space available?
Well, yeah. I would say it's not as New Year's Eve, but it gets busy. It gets busy, and we are full already, I guess, for a flower festival, for example.
And you said that it happens in the month of May. Are there multiple events for the flower
Yes.
show? Okay, and
Yeah.
what can someone expect?
Well, so they have like a full calendar for a month. But the principal day, the main event, is the big parade that we do on the first Sunday of May. So I guess it will be the 4th or 5th of May this year. So we basically do a big parade on the main avenue, um, with a lot of flowers. It's cars covered with flowers, and everyone, the ladies are dressing with flowers, and you will find a lot of flower decorations all over Funchal. We do a big flower carpet just in front of the cathedral. So yeah, you will find flowers everywhere.
Awesome. Um, I want to thank you, Andre, for joining us today. Again,
My
this is Andre
pleasure.
from the C'est Boutique Hotel. C'est Boutique Hotel is one of Quest's favorite properties, as it is smack dab in the middle of the city. You within 5 minutes, you can kind of get to just about everything. It's a really interesting property, a property that celebrates the local Madeiran history, product, style, art, vibe. So we really love putting people there. So thank you for taking the time out of your day and joining us to tell us about the island where you were born.
Thank you, Erica, for the opportunity.
And thank you to all of the agents who took the time out of their day to join us as well. This webinar is recorded and it is going to be sent out to you. And then Andre was kind enough to give us a 4-night stay in Madeira to one lucky person who logged on today. So we will be emailing that out as well afterwards. So stay tuned, and thank you to everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.